All right, the next section, which you had on your first test, is dealing with finding the missing endpoints of the median or the mid segment. And I should have highlighted. I apologize, I missed part of this. Finding the missing endpoints. Okay, that's important. Now, I drew an example of what a median is. This highlighted segment here, connecting the two midpoints of a side. Now, sometimes they don't put these tick marks to show you it's a midpoint, but it has to be if it's a mid segment or a median. And we're going to have to use the midpoint formula to do that. Now, what I have over here, x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2, that's a y, over 2. This is your midpoint formula. And this is on your formula chart. So you should be good to go. Just applying it. You're just gonna have to remember you're doing it with letters instead of numbers. So you start with on your left side. So we're going to find left side midpoint. Okay. So I look on the left side is the R and the Q. I'm adding up my x's, which are 0 plus b. B is an x over 2. And then I do my y's, which is 0 plus c over 2. Well, anything plus 0 is itself. That's our addition identity. So that would be b over 2, comma, c over 2. So that's the midpoint on the left side. Then we go to find the midpoint. So we're going to find the right side. And I just abbreviate that, midpoint. So I'm going to do the same thing. Add up my x coordinates. D represents an x plus a. Those are my x. Add up my y coordinates. That's a c plus 0. Well, D and A are different letters. They're not like terms, so we just keep that D plus A over 2. And this becomes C over 2. And that's my coordinate. So this would be basically the coordinate for N. And over here, this would be my coordinate for M. So let's try this again. See how I went ahead and drew the midpoint? Okay. It says name the coordinates of one endpoint of the median of the trapezoid. So we're going to start with the left side first. And we're going to find that midpoint by adding this O right here is 0, 0. Adding up the x coordinates. So this would be 4a plus 0 over 2. And 3b plus 0 over 2. Well, we get 4a over 2 and 3b over 2. 4a divided by 2, I can simplify that to just 2a. And then 3b would have to stay over 2 because 2 cannot go into 3. So we're going to do that for the right side as well. On the right side, our x's are 4c and 6e. We add them together over 2. Our y's are 3d and 0 over 2. Well, when I do this, when I simplify, I can't add them. C and E are not like terms. But 2 can go into 4, and 2 can go into 6. So I can simplify both of those. Basically, I'm dividing. Okay, so I'm just going to undo what I did to show that I'm dividing both terms. If I can divide both terms, then I can simplify it. So this becomes 2c plus 3e, comma, then 3d over 2. Okay, so when we get to this next page, right here, these are our test light. Okay, our test light. So try 10, and 11. Pause the video, try it, and then come back and check it. Okay? Try, come back and check. Make sure you can show your work. We should have B here. Okay? And it worked on this side, on the left side. Okay? Draw your median. And this left side worked. Okay? Now, when you do 11, draw your median. When I do the left side, and this is what could happen on a test, you could work it out perfectly and think, oh, I don't see my answer choice that matches my work. I did it wrong. No. We have on the left side, this would end up being A plus 0 over 2 and 2B plus 0 over 2. So A over 2, and that becomes B. Well, I don't have that as an answer choice. That just tells me to go to the right side, do the other endpoint. Okay? Try it, pause the video, see what you get. You should get C. You should get C. Okay? Check your work. So, over here, doing the same thing. Draw your mid segment. I'm going to go ahead and put an M for midpoint and N for the other midpoint. We know A is 4P, comma 4Q. Our B is 4R, comma 4Q. Our C is 4S, comma 0. And it's at the origin. So we're going to do the midpoint of the left side. So basically our 4P plus 0 divided by 2, 4Q plus 0 divided by 2, we get 4P divided by 2, 4Q divided by 2, 2P, comma 2Q. And then I check, do I have that? I have a 2R, 2Q, so that doesn't work. So let's go to the left side. Excuse me, sorry. So now I'm going to do 4R plus 4S divided by 2, and then 4Q plus 0 divided by 2. We're going to simplify this. 2 can go in both terms, so this simplifies to 2R plus 2S, comma, and that is just 2Q. So I look, do I have that one? Yep, there it is, D. Okay. All right, so you will do 13. Do 13, complete 13. And then we are going to, oh, I went backwards. I apologize. Then we're going to talk about justifying with the correct formula. So hit the right arrow to go to the next video. Thanks.